There were many times when I first started in the copy operation when I really didn't quite know what to do. The machines would go fritz. Sometimes customers would get angry. So every now and then I did find that I had to wing it. Must have done a fairly good job, I guess, since my employment continues to this day. Early on, the biggest challenge, of course, other than the 2:30 to 11 shift, was learning to count and handle the money and to balance the books at night. Now, for my skills in this area, I have to thank Charlie. And we went through a few late nights when I was beginning to acquire these skills, and it went something like this. Add $100 for the safe, but it's not here. It's kept in the safe. Put the change here. Balance all the compartments. Add a dash of black pepper and an ounce of oregano. Totals on both sides. Balance 40 minutes in the oven, and you're done. Or at least that's how it sounded to my ears. And I would say feebly, I would say something like, "Can you repeat the oregano part?" I didn't quite get it. But I must say, Charlie, you displayed tremendous patience during this period. So did you, George. I remember a time early on when George asked if I could check out a video at the copy counter, and I met him with a blank stare. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you both for not saying, "This will not look good on your performance review." As I settled in, found my niche, I eventually became fairly proficient with the spreadsheet and counting the money. But I did feel the need to call upon the assistance of this little green buddy here, whom I would set on the bill counter while I was counting bills from the money run, just so he'd be there when Charlie came in to see if I was done yet. At which point, I could always do this. And Martha? Is Martha here? No? Well, one more time for Martha in Interlibrary Alone. You Interlibrary Alone folks know what this is about. You should all ask Martha about this. She has memories of the green caterpillar that probably keep her up at night. Now, as time went on, I grew more and more familiar with the unique culture that is Bird Library. At some point, probably about 2 years after I'd started here, I had the idea of bringing our little friend here in for Halloween, which seemed like kind of a neat Halloweenish thing to do. And then I was prepared to take him home. It seemed only sensible. But I heard from everyone, I believe everyone in media, "No, the owl has to stay. You can't take him home." I said to myself, well, this is an interesting bunch. In fact, on occasion, I have been tempted to say, like Alice, "Have you lost your mind?" But I can stand here today before you and say that I wouldn't have it any other way. We have at home on our refrigerator a magnet which says families are like fudge, mostly sweet with a few nuts. I think of the Bird Library family that way. And I can honestly say that I am proud to call all of you friends. Now, for a tiny bit of DSA history, it was Randy Bond. Randy? That's the other Randy. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Randy,
And then there was another Randy.
Well, anyhow, I have been warned that it is perilous to stand too long between you and the food. And also, several people have told me that since now I am distinguished, I could just coast. Why put myself out? Coming up with a conclusion, what I will do here is I will let last of my little friends here close for me. And I'll just add, thank you all.